Alright then. I think it's time. Head into the lab. Okay, are all my friends dead or something? Where are they? Oh, cool. Anyways. Open the gate to the Zero Lab. Yes. Hold it. Oh, wait, we're finally on the cusp of getting into the lab. Look, if it's true that a bunch of really dangerous Pokemon might come at us, then shouldn't we also have Koraidon help? Yeah, if Koraidon were like how we first saw it in the Inlet Grotto, that'd be a huge help. I want to see it battle. But it hasn't even wanted to let us ride it ever since we came down to Area Zero. And it can't enter its battle form in the first place. But it's really strong, I know it is. It ate all those Herba Mystica we found too. When it really matters, I'm sure it'll fight. And Area Zero is where it used to live. If you bring it out of its ball now, maybe it'll be able to find its family too, right? That's pretty sensible by your standards, Arven. I don't know. Go on, Nikki, let Koraidon out. It can come out when it wants to. Come on, it'll be fine. Even if Koraidon can't fight, I'll protect it, okay? Alright, come on, Nikki. Now that we've got Koraidon ready, it's time to open that gate. Family reunion, it's happening! Whoa, no way! No, something's not right. What's wrong? Are you bummed that your heartwarming family reunion got cut off so quickly? Are you joking? There's nothing heartwarming about it. We were this close to getting caught up in a nasty brawl. Wait, for real? Just look at Koraidon. Poor thing's terrified. Guess that other one isn't exactly its pal. Yeah, that other Pokemon was giving off some real bad vibes. Not that you should worry a thing about any of that. Once we get you back in your battle form, I'm sure you'll be going toe-to-toe against that jerk. If, if you want to. Sorry, guess that doesn't really help, huh? Do you think that other Koraidon was one of the dangerous Pokemon the professor warned us to watch out for? But didn't the professor say the dangerous Pokemon would come out from inside? You mean from inside the gate we just... What the... So many Among Us. We're surrounded! And it's pretty obvious they're not here to roll out a friendly welcome, Matt. There's no way we can handle this many. No, tell me, they're all ancient Pokemon? We've got a little disaster on our hands here. Look, even that fellow's ready to bail. And I guess it's my turn. I've been waiting. Come on, Nikki, let's do this together. All right, let's go. Oh, that poor Lycanroc, jeez. Didn't even stand a chance. Wow, they're strong. Now this is a worthwhile challenge. I'm glad you're on our side, but you're still really annoying when you say stuff like that. Yeah, why are they coming at me? Nikki, help me out here. It's got little legs. Oh my gosh. Root bonnet. That's right. Okay, it is dark type. That's good. That's nice. It's 4. Oh boy. I'm guessing it's still grass. So dark grass, that's for weak to bug. I don't think I have any bug. Oh yeah, let's use Zhu. Not using physical attacks so far. You're just wasting your time with those baby doll eyes. The ancient past must have been terrifying. Oh no, they're running away. Yeah, and? If those Pokemon get out, we're gonna have a gigantic mess on our hands. We gotta go after them, Penny. Why me? Wait! Ah! Ah, hold on, Nimona. Why do I get a feeling you're enjoying all this? I hope the two of them can handle their part. But at least the crowd's been thinned out now. Guess it's up to us to deal with what's left. Let's go for the strong-looking one first. I just caught one and I already forgot what type it is, so that's nice. Still Ghost. I'm sure. Bostiff. That's right, it's Ghost Fairy. Yeah. See, the power of friendship had us perfectly in sync, all thanks to our Titan hunting together. Still scared, huh? You worried you might have to face that other one of your kind? Well then, let me take on some of the burden. These stragglers should be nothing. Me and Mabostiff here can take them. So, Nikki, you take your partner there and go take care of business. Glad to see you've got some faith in us at last. Mabostiff can't wait to battle either. Go right on. You really ruined my whole childhood, you know. But it's not like seeing you cowering and scared out of your wits makes me feel any better about it. You've got amazing powers if you just use them. And you've got us too, so don't you even think about losing to that jerk. Be brave, stand up and fight. Okay, cool. I want to catch some of them. Oh, I was dropped off. That's neat. Oh, Microscope and various samples. I can't read this book, I guess. Using equations and phrases. Are they else? Human presence detected within the Zero Lab. Deactivating sleep mode. Hello, Nikki. Thank you for coming. No, back to your ball. That one is far less tractable and far more aggressive than the one you've traveled with. Your co-Rhydon fed Area Zero because it lost to the other one in a territorial struggle. I'm afraid that there is something for which I must apologize. I am not the true Professor Sada. I am an artificial intelligence the professor created, imbued with her memories and knowledge. In short, I am an AI-powered robot. The real professor passed away during the incident that destroyed Research Station Number 4. The incident? The Pokemon was not to be blamed. It was the original professor who failed to accurately judge its full power. I believe the professor wanted nothing more than for the co-Rhydon to survive and thrive. That is why she threw herself in front of your co-Rhydon in an attempt to protect it. From the time I first reached out to Director Clavel and asked to be put in contact with you, I was never more than an AI. Nikki, the reason I asked you to come here is because I have one last thing to do here at the Zero Lab, and I desire your help. In short, I wish for you to put a stop to the time machine the original professor created. Any questions can be addressed as we make our descent. Follow me. Strange rock-like clump and something. Yeah, all the whiteboards are the same, I guess. Something written here. In order to better defend the Zero Lab, I have developed what I call the Pokeball lock system. Once it has identified IDs associated with specific Pokeballs, it can... read the book? I guess not. Booster energy. Boost the string. Does it only work on the paradox form? I guess. Strange rock-like clump. Yeah, that's what they all are. This elevator will take us down to the lower level. Step inside. Nikki, it is truly a great relief to me that you came. I will answer any questions you may have. Is there anything you wish to know? What is this time machine? The time machine is a device that the original professor and I worked on together. It sends Pokeballs to a different point on the timeline to catch Pokemon there, and it can then withdraw them back to the present. When she was alive, Professor Sada had a great fascination with Pokemon from another age, what you might call ancient Pokemon. Even as we speak, the time machine continues to automatically draw ancient Pokemon to this time. Is there anything else you wish to ask? As I explained to you before, the original professor no longer exists. During the destruction of the research station, her physical body received grievous injuries that left it unable to sustain life. I'm afraid that this fact may be difficult for her son, Arvin, to accept. I now manage the Zero Lab in the original professor's place. An AI is an artificial intelligence created by a human being. The computer draws on the original professor's knowledge and memories to calculate all of my thoughts and actions. The results of those calculations are expressed by this mechanical body built to resemble the professor in every way. Humanity does not, in fact, possess the knowledge to develop such a sophisticated AI at present, but the crystals that make up the Zero Lab have made such a thing possible here. They're also why I cannot leave this place. Is there anything else you wish to ask? The original professor had a dream of a world in which ancient Pokemon might live alongside present-day Pokemon in harmony, but these Pokemon's powers seem to stem from a primal energy of the ancient past, and this energy has proved too terrible. Their very existence brings destruction to the ecological balance of this modern age. The original professor would say that such destruction is a natural part of life. At present, the barrier around Area Zero is still working to keep the ancient Pokemon from escaping into the rest of Paldea, but we've begun to see Pokemon appear that can break the barrier, such as Great Tusk. Eventually, they will break free of this walled garden known as Area Zero and run rampant across the Paldea region. And when they do, the rich and varied ecosystem of Paldea will be trampled beneath their coming. It may have been created as a copy of the Professor, and yet I cannot seem to find the logic in allowing such a tragedy to occur. But any hope of preventing it would require overcoming the greatest AI that the original Professor ever devised. Nikki, you have become a formidable trainer. Now use that strength you have gained to destroy the dream Sada once cherished. Fine. I appreciate your willingness to help. We have reached the lowest level. Behold. This is the time machine we perfected using the power of the terrestrial phenomenon. Okay. To stop the time machine, you will need to use the Professor's ID, which has been embedded within the Scarlet Book. It was very like the Professor to put the final key we would need in that book, of all places. She loved that volume since childhood. If you place the Scarlet Book upon the pedestal here, you will be able to stop the time machine. There's just one issue. If you try to stop the machine, I will most likely attack you. Artificial being that I am, my own desires can be overridden by the system's programming. Once that happens, I'm afraid I will become no more than a battle machine bound to defeat anyone identified as an obstacle by my code. My battling abilities are peerless. They are built upon analysis of all the battles carried out by the various champions of the Paldea region. Having seen the bond between you and your Pokemon, however, I believe you can prevail. Once you have readied yourself for this fight, please place the Scarlet Book upon the pedestal. Okay. I'll do it. I'm sure I don't really have a choice in the matter anyways. ID confirmed, Professor Sada. Access granted. Initiating shutdown. Please wait, please wait. Access denied. Shutdown command overridden. Reinitializing. It is up to you now, Nikki. AI SATA switching to sleep mode, activating offensive protocols. Please defeat me. At last. At last my dream is within reach. And you're not getting in the way. Slitherwing, oh my goodness, look at it. Probably not a great matchup for Sorrel, I'd imagine. I don't know who you think you are, but I'm not about to let anyone get in the way of my goals. Okay, Fire, bug. Lunge. Yeah, I think it's definitely still bug. At least. I don't know what else it is, but this is the power the ancient past holds. Splendid, isn't it? Very weak to flying, it would seem. Now, this is interesting. Child, do you actually understand ancient Pokemon's weaknesses? Well, they're just the ancestors of modern day Pokemon. So if you know what the modern day Pokemon are weak to, you can figure out what the ancient ones are probably weak to. Do you have to stand all the way up there? You just have to be that dramatic? Thunderbolt, okay. Yeah, this one's, you know, not quite as weak as the other one was. Shadow Ball, please. Okay, well. Brute Bonnet. Yeah, I'll switch out for that. Survived that one. Did not survive that one though. Scream Tail. Very psychic. Very psychic. It'll be fine, I'm sure. Certainly gonna hurt though. Please don't flinch. Do you imagine you can invest the wealth of data at my disposal with your human brain? Oh my gosh, are you serious? Of course, it got the flinch. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes. Okay. It's going to use Sun Headbutt. This is just a remix of the Terror Raid battle music. Oh my gosh. Here, let me just randomly switch to Ice Punch. Probably because Kimby was on low HP, but still. What? Some sort of error has occurred here. Recalculating for critical damage. Sandy Shocks. I don't remember what anything is. Oh my goodness. What is this? That's neutral. It's probably still steel type, but what was this fighting? I don't know. Kimby's probably not going to be able to do anything. I think Fairy... Bug... Poison... This was Earth Power and Flash Cannon. Okay, maybe it's not steel, maybe it's ground and... I don't know. Oh, but ground doesn't resist fighting, so what type is this thing? I mean, it has to be ground at least. But steel or electric doesn't make sense. It's like it's just not even the same type as Magneton at all. Which is confusing. Ring Moon, that's gotta be Salamence. Everything is proceeding within expectations. I'm afraid the probability of you winning is 0. Oh gosh, what's it got? Oh. That's problematic. I am gonna have to heal. Night Slash. Play rough. Oh man, it was way weak to that, I'm guessing. Dragon fighting, maybe? Gosh. Impossible. Nikki. What is this? Did you already beat all the baddies without me? Okay, out with it, you. Who are you, really? Thank you for everything. The time machine has finally... She has finally been stopped. You're not really my mom, are you? Oh, look how big you've grown. So proud of you, my... Sorry you were alone so long, Arv. But Mom? Security system failure. Security system failure. Threat to time machine detected. Threat to time machine detected. Whoa, what's going on now? Is another army Pokemon on its way here? It cannot be. An obstacle is preventing the time machine from performing as intended. Activating Paradise Protection Protocol to remove the offending obstacle. Was keeping the time machine running truly all the professor cared about? Locking all Pokeballs except those registered to Sada's ID. Wait, what? Program initializing, gathering Terrastol energy. I'm sorry, children. This is too much for you. You must run. AI Sada disabled. Paradise Protection Protocol initiated. You are not getting in my way. Well, that was just pitiful. I've got fists, don't I? It's true, our Pokeballs won't work. How are we even supposed to battle? Oh, come on. Go right on, you're our only hope. Wait, what? Okay, Legend course. User transforms and crashes to the ground, causing a massive prehistoric explosion. This move's power is boosted more than usual if it's a super effective hit. Terra Blast, of course. Fighting Dragon. Turns the sunlight harsh. Also boosts its attack in harsh sunlight. Okay, so this is probably the best option for now then. It has taunt. It changed into its battle form. Let's go, Koraidon. You got this. Just keep doing it. You will fall here within this garden paradise and achieve nothing in the end. It's an interesting choice. You will not be allowed to destroy my paradise. Obstacles to my goals will be eliminated. Oh, it has bulk up. This looks like it could be bad. Hang in there, Nikki. Well, I really wanted to terrestrialize because then I could use Here, boss. The data says I am superior. Fall and become a foundation upon which my dream may be built or something. I don't know. Ouch, that's gonna hurt. This doesn't feel like a battle you can lose. It's probably good because it's you took that hit like a champ. You can do this. I know you can. Just good because it's kind of stacked in their favor. Oh man, can we really not pull off a win here? This doesn't look good. Hey, Nikki, your Terra Orb's glowing. Nikki, go right on. Terrestrialize and finish this off. Like, defense literally does not matter because you only have 1 HP. Yes, thank you. I wonder what happens if you're like, nah, I don't feel like it, and you just don't terrestrialize. I wonder if it lets you lose then, or if Koraidon just hangs on. I don't know. This feels like an odd song choice. You did it! It's not going berserk anymore? How very astounding. To think that you would manage to defy even the original professor's final protections. Are you back to normal? Yes, a completely unforeseen outcome even for an AI possessing the most sophisticated technology ever conceived. Even on the brink of despair, you children did not give in and instead proved your worthiness, showing the wisdom to think for yourselves, the courage to hold faith in your friends, and the fortitude to do what had to be done. No matter how difficult your own pasts may have been, I believe you will be capable of walking whatever paths you chose for yourself now with pride. I thank you, Nikki. I thank all of you children. But I am afraid that the time machine cannot be put to a complete stop so long as I am here. It appears I myself am part of the system that ensures the machine reboots when stopped. Huh? What does that mean? I am sorry. You know, when I was watching you all on your adventures from down here, I felt a sense of jealousy. I envied your freedom. The way that you came together, working in league with your fellows and caring for them. The way that you sought strength and to better yourself, throwing all you are into your battles. The way that you would face down even the greatest enemies to save that which you loved. The way that you never ceased to seek nor to fight for a treasure all your own. And the way that you soared free through the very skies on those wings of yours. I wish that I, too, might be as free as you all, free to seek out that which I might treasure above all else, not bound. Your own treasure. As long as I remain here, the time machine will not stop, for I'm inextricably connected to it. So I've made a decision. I'll use the time machine to journey to the world of the ancient past that I've dreamed of. What? You can't just leave now, right when we finally reached you. I am not going only so that the time machine can be stopped. I also cannot deny my desire to see that ancient world for myself. Is this what it feels like to have your heart race with the thrill of adventure? Arven, I am sorry that I kept the truth from you for so long. I inherited all the thoughts and wishes of the professor, and so I understand better than any. Your mother truly loved you. You can't just go and say a thing like that now. No, I suppose you're right. I am sorry. Arven, co-write on Nikki. It is a little sad, but I'm afraid this is goodbye. Mom. Farewell, my free adventurers. I bid you adieu. How could you just go? Mom. Arven, you okay, bud? Yeah, somewhere deep down, I kind of already knew it. I knew that thing was fake, but when it said my name using her voice and wearing her face, even if it was fake, it felt real, you know? And so Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. That's okay. I guess co-write on is sad too. Oh, but that battle form, how cool is that? It's so strong. If it tries to nudge at me for a belly rub while it's huge like this, I seriously think I'm going to die. Hey now, let's not skip over the big win here. Nikki and co-write just saved all of Paldea. That's right, you both did amazing. Thanks, Nikki. Yeah, that's my bud Nikki for you. You know, Arven, even though the professor's gone, I bet she's finally having a real fun adventure of her own in the past. Yeah, thanks, Penny. Yeah, sorry. What should we do now, Nikki? Let's head on out, I guess. You said it. Come on, everyone. Let's get out of here and make our way home. Okay, there it is. Gosh, that took a concerningly long time. Okay, everybody, listen up. What is it? Let's take the long road home and get a little more fun out of this adventure. I don't really... It sounds great. If we can load up on snacks first, I'm in. Hey, Nikki, not you too. Oh, alright, fine. I guess we're doing this. Okay. So that was Pokemon Scarlet. I mean, I'm sure I could go on about all of the graphical and technical issues this game has, and how it shouldn't have been released quite yet, and all that stuff, but tons of people have already talked about that. So I'm not sure that there's any point in me droning on about it either. It's a shame that they're there, that they didn't give it the time it deserves, whoever they are, because I'm not sure who made the call to release this game and not delay it, but I'll just put that aside and talk about the other positives and negatives about the game that don't have anything to do with that. I think despite its many issues, this game is still quite fun. At least if you're a big fan of Pokemon, which I have been ever, like, as long as I can remember. I'm not sure how well I could recommend it to other people outside of the fan base or who are pretty casual. But if you are a fan, I think you could still have fun with it unless technical problems really bother you, which is fair. That's still a valid opinion. It's just not something that bothers me personally as much. I will say it was bad enough in this game that it did actually bother me a little bit, and I can't say I've ever played a game that I can remember off the top of my head where the performances impacted my enjoyment at all. But ultimately I did still love, like have a lot of fun with it. I think honestly I actually really liked most of the new Pokemon in it too, which usually I can think of a handful where I'm like, I don't really like that or anything. In this game, yeah, there's still a few I don't really care for, but by and large, most of the Pokemon are Pokemon I would use on my team and be like, oh yeah, this is what I like. Of course, maybe that's because of as I said, like I'm attracted to more like ancient past type things. So I'm a huge fan of especially the Scarlet side of the Paradox forms. I haven't seen a lot of the Violet ones yet. Besides Iron Shards, of course, because that was in like the last trailer, and the Hariyama one, Iron Fist, because my friend used it, which is fine. I can't encounter it in this game anyways, so yeah, so like yeah, I just enjoy the vibe of like these prehistoric Pokemon and stuff like that. Story-wise, I think it works pretty well for a Pokemon game, of course. I mean, obviously, it's not gonna blow anyone away or anything like that, but I think they were kind of aiming more for like a more charming, almost homely, personal sort of story, and not necessarily like some huge big thing. It's like all the individual paths, I think they were cute and sweet and didn't really take up too much of your time. Because, like, I mean, as is normal with most Pokemon games, it's not like anything was really not like anything was really like that deep enough that it was worth taking over a bunch of the playtime, but really it was pretty confined. Yeah, and I think most of the Pokemon seem to have gotten at least a pretty decent model update. I think there's still kind of a long way to go with it, but you know, it's a pretty good advancement, I'd say. So yeah, I thought it was a cute little charming adventure. Story's nothing too special. I feel like the ending especially kind of like got away from itself a little bit in a weird way. Like the classic, you got like this AI who's it turns out the real professor is dead and has been since like the beginning of the game, I guess. But then there's this fake one, but she's like the real one because she has all the memories and stuff, so she's gonna go live in the past even though she thought differently from Sada anyway, since she wasn't absorbed with the past as much, but she still was to decide she wanted to ditch the place. But also, I guess it's better for her to live in the past than for us to have to like destroy her. I don't know. It just feels like the classic kind of cheap twist type thing, but it doesn't bother me too much because it's a Pokemon game and the stories have always kind of been like that. A lot of them, anyway. At least when they do try to escalate some things, sometimes. Like... I don't know, it didn't feel that natural. Like, I'm not entirely sure why that serviced the plot at all. I feel like it was just so they could have Arven end up on a somewhat happy note with his mom. But that turnaround doesn't really make sense because he doesn't have any real reason to forgive her just because he talked to his AI mom robot for like 2 seconds before she decided to once again abandon him and just go live in the past. So, like, I don't know, there's some problems there. Real relationship problems don't usually resolve that easily. Well, I guess I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm not sure he was really resolved with it anyways. It's complicated, as I'm sure they say, but I don't know, the fact that they leave it a little more like potentially happy instead, it's like they don't want anything to be downhearted or anything. In the old Pokemon game, everything's got to be sunshine and roses, which is fine. I just feel like they maybe could have reworked the ending so it isn't that weird. I mean, it's not as bad as Lusamine in Ultra Sun and Moon, who just makes a complete 180 and is like, oh shoot, I was crazy, but I'm fine now. Because that never made sense to me. Oh, it worked so well in Sun and Moon, and then they just ruined it, but that's a story for another time. Ultimately, though, if you're a Pokemon fan, this really is quite a fun game. If you're anyone else, you gotta wait and see if they, like, release a patch or something for it, but I hope you enjoyed watching it anyways. I'm gonna move on now because stuff is happening, and I could probably drone on for a while. I'm sure there's more I could say, but ultimately, I'll just end my thoughts there. And next time, we can go ahead and see who is ringing my doorbell that I apparently have in this tiny little dorm room. I never had a doorbell in my dorm room in college. Anyone came over, they had to knock on the door. Anyway, yeah, see you next time for whatever the post game has to offer.